Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Overkill Trading. What's going on? Slow Train, everybody in the chat tuning in today. Thank you guys for tuning in for today's episode of the chart requests. These are going to be our top stocks and crypto setups from the community, guys. I'm taking all of these chart requests and also some from the chat. Every single Monday, we open up the chart request thread over here in the Discord, and you guys can put your names in here, and we go through and we answer those every single Wednesday here on stream. We will also be taking some from the live chat once we get through all of these requests. There's a lot of good names in here. We got Nail, we got Cure, we got Galaxy, IONQ, MU, some cryptocurrency. So we're going to be going over all those today. Today is October 1st. So today is my favorite day of the month because we get new monthly candles. If you guys are new to the channel, I'm going to get into our strategy here in just a second. But I wanted to give you a free one here really quick. Aptos, APT. This is going to be a cryptocurrency that is giving us a signal here in October. Okay, so again, we just got new monthly candles. We focus on a 1 to 6 month time frame here, and we are getting this now here on Aptos. So let me see if I can go to another one, maybe on Binance. So it hasn't gotten it yet. So APT looks really good. That is just one of the signals that came in so far here in the month of October. Again, today is October 1st. We get new monthly candles at the beginning of every month. Monster day for the Overkill portfolio. GoodRx up 19%. We were talking about that back in August. We also got RSR up really big. Links up 5%. Nears up 8%. So October is going to be a big month for altcoins, in my opinion. And you guys will see why once we dig into these charts. But APT is giving us a major signal here. We also got one from Filecoin. Filecoin's also given one here in October. So again, this signal is just a 1 to 6 month swing trade. So let me get into the strategy really quick for all of you that are new here to the channel. But first, let me pray before we get started here. God, our shepherd, thank you for carrying us close to your heart, Lord. Father, lead us today in our relationships, in our investments, in the way we invest our time with our family and our friends. God, remind us that we are never alone. God, and give us strength and wisdom to trust you and follow you. God, we love you. Amen. So with that being said, folks, let's go ahead and dive into these chart requests. I want to go over the trading course. Again, thank you guys for tuning in today. We're going to go over the trading rules here before we dive into the charts. I want to get through these really quick so everybody knows exactly what we are looking for on the charts. So if you guys are new here, this is not a day trading channel. Okay, we are not day traders. Statistically, 95% of day traders fail at the stock market. So going up against those odds is very hard. We're taking a different approach here. We're not day trading. We're not trying to get rich quick. We are investing. Okay, our typical time frame for one of our investments, okay, when we buy, we are normally looking to hold for 1 to 6 months. Okay, we enter and exit positions using our trading indicators. The green dot means buy and the red dot means sell. So going back to rule number 1, most important thing to pay attention to here is the chart. Okay, when I talk about the monthly and the daily chart, I'm talking about the monthly and the daily charts. Let me just use Ethereum here as an example. So Ethereum here, we are looking at a chart of Ethereum. Let me go back to the regular here. Okay, we're looking at a chart of Ethereum here. So Ethereum gave us a buy signal back here in June. Ethereum was right here at $2,000 back in June. It's now at $4,000. Okay, back here in November, it gave one at 1,800. That was December. November of 2023. It went from 17 up here to 4,000. So rule number 4 here is that we only want to buy assets that have a green dot on the monthly chart. When I'm talking about the monthly chart, you guys see these time frames up here. You see the monthly, the weekly, the daily, the 4 hour, and the 1 hour. The two we are hyper focused on is the monthly and the daily. Okay, and if you guys want to get these to show up here at the top of your TradingView account, you just drop this down arrow, and what you want to do is you want to hit a star. You want to hit the star button here, and that's gonna populate it up here. You can see if I unstar the hourly, okay, you can see the hourlies right here. If I unstar that, it takes it away. But if I put a star on it, it'll pop up there. So of course we look at different time frames like the hourly and the 4 hour and the weekly, but the two we are mainly focused on, especially if you're getting started and just trying to understand the strategy, is the monthly and the daily. So the first thing we look for in our buying strategy, you can see the buying strategy is right here, is a green dot on the monthly chart. Okay, so again, we got that green dot on Ethereum back here in June. That was at $2,000. Okay, that came at $2,000. Okay, nobody cared about Ethereum. Nobody wanted Ethereum. Everyone was laughing at Ethereum when we were calling this signal out. Okay, nobody was talking about it. Now that we've gone up 150%, though, everybody's talking about Ethereum. Everybody's saying how great Ethereum is. So the first thing we're looking for on the charts is the monthly. Okay, just like I pointed out that Aptos today, that's the same exact signal. Okay, on APT. This one looks really good here today. Okay, so what that signal means, okay, how we take that is that we are going up for the next 1 to 6 months. So we just got this signal, right? We went up for 1-2 months. Okay, we went from 2,000 all the way up to 5,000. Again, that's 125% on your money. If you're taking that position, a little over 100% on your money. Okay, so that's where we would be taking some off the table. Again, if you're trading, 100% gain is a fantastic trade. Okay, you're not seeing the day traders pull that off. Okay, and we did it here in the matter of 2 months. And there's no telling if Ethereum's move is over. The dot is still green. So with that rule on the monthly, right, as long as the dot is green on the monthly, we can assume that we are going up, right? This one right here came in November of 2023. That was 2 years ago. It went up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 months. It went from 1,800 all the way up there to 4,000. So there's no telling that this move is over until we see that red monthly. So again, the green dot means buy and the red dot means sell. Okay, so the most important thing with our buy strategy, first thing we want to make sure of is that it's green on the monthly. Okay, if you look at when it's red, okay, we're going down. We don't want to buy things that are going down. Look at this red dot that came back here in December of 2021. That came at 4,500 and it went down for 7 months or longer than that. It went down for about 12 or 13, maybe 14 months here. Down, 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 down. So we don't want assets that have a red dot on the monthly chart. Okay, we cover our watch list. That's going to be our green list every single Friday. If you guys missed the watch list, you guys can go watch the replay after today's episode. But typically what we're looking for, again, when we're buying is the daily. So is the monthly. So once we get the monthly, we then want to zoom into the daily chart and we want to buy the daily green dots. Okay, so you can see right here, monthly green dot plus daily green dot equals buy. Okay, rule number 5 is we want to buy the day of the green dot in or around the golden zone as long as the monthly dot is green. The daily dots don't matter unless the monthly dot is green. Okay, and the majority of names right on the green list are green on the monthly. So we've already done that research for you guys on the watch list. So all these names should have green monthly dots. Okay, they should all have green monthly dots. So now what we're looking for is the pullback right on the daily chart. So you got this one right here on Sunday. You see Ethereum went off right there at 4,000. It's up 10%. Okay, this was the one back in June that we were screaming about. Okay, back in June. Okay, that was at $2,000. Okay, in the golden zone, and boom, it absolutely ripped face. So that's the buying strategy. Green monthly plus daily green equals buy. Okay, it's that simple. As long as it's green on the monthly, we're looking to buy the daily dots. Okay, and then with our sell strategy, this is just as important as a buy strategy, guys. Everyone wants to talk about a buy strategy. What's the best buying strategy? What's the best, right? You also need to know where to take profits. You also need a selling strategy. A selling strategy is just as important as a buying strategy. So we have 2 different selling strategies. Sell strategy number 1 is that we want to sell a big red dot in the red zone on the daily chart. Okay? So when I talk about the red zone, okay, we're talking about our Fibonacci indicator. And if you guys do not have these indicators that we are talking about here today, you guys can download those over here inside the Discord as well, underneath the trading indicator tab. Just click on this link right here. It takes a couple of clicks, and everything is going to load directly up into your TradingView account. Okay, if you have questions or need help with that, just hit me with an email. My email is right there in that trading indicator tab over there in the Discord. The Discord link to join is pinned to the live chat and also in the description. Okay, but when I talk about the red zone, okay, that's this area up here. So just like how when we're looking to buy, right, rule number 5 is we want to buy in the golden zone. So the golden zones are right here. These are the zones we want to buy in. Okay, this was Ethereum down here at 1,500. We don't want to buy up here in the red zone. We're looking to sell in the red zone. So that first sell strategy is we want to sell a red dot in the red zone on the daily chart. So we're not looking to sell assets until they get up here to the red zone, right? I took my profit on Ethereum right here in July, right there at 3,900, 3,900. Okay, and yes, did it keep going up? Yeah, it went up a little bit more. But I don't care about this little move right here. When I'm entering down here and selling up here, that's a 70, 80% trade. guys, as traders, that's what we're shooting for. If you can make 100% on every trade, you're going to make a ton of money in the markets, right? And to do that, we can't be buying up here. Okay, we can't be buying up here because we're buying stuff at a premium. We want to buy stuff at a fair price or a cheap price, and that's why we use technical analysis. Okay, so sell strategy number 1 is to sell a red dot in the red zone. Now, that doesn't mean you have to sell your whole position, right? It doesn't mean you have to sell your whole position. You can sell half your position, 25% of your position, 75% of your position. It's all up to you. Typically, I like to sell at least half when it's up here in the red zone. Okay, if it keeps going, that's fine. The meat of the trade was right here. Okay, so that's sell strategy number 1. Again, a red dot in the red zone is where we look to sell. And we're never trying to time the exact top, guys. We're never going to be able to do that. We want to get out close or around, right? Around the top. Look at the cheat sheet, okay? We don't want to wait for the exact top. We want to get out into it, right? We don't want to chase and try to time it because we'll be stuck. We'll never be able to do that. We'll be holding forever. We want to sell into that. And to do that, we just use that red zone on the Fibonacci. And if you guys don't know what a Fibonacci is, I have a free trading course over here as well that you guys could check out if you guys are new. There's about 7 or 8 videos over here completely free. This one's a really good one on the Fibonacci. This is not my video, but this guy explains the Fibonacci tool extremely, extremely well. And then the last sell strategy here before we dive into the charts, guys, is the stochastic RSI. That is the light blue line on the trading indicator when that hits the white dotted line on the monthly chart. So the first sell strategy was based on the daily. This one is based on the monthly. Okay, so the monthly chart here, we're looking at this stochastic RSI, that light blue line touching the white dotted line. Okay, it touched it back here in May. I mean, that was anywhere from $3,000 to $4,000. Also right here back in March, that was around $4,000. And you could see Ethereum is inching toward that white dotted line. So we're really close on Ethereum. Again, we were entering down here at 2,000. So we're already up 100% on our positions. As a trader, you should be happy with 100%. But, you know, if you want to hold on and you think it's going to go to 5, 6, 7,000, great. Just make sure you're using a stop loss so you don't miss out on all those gains, because this can happen really fast, right? But there's no warning signs yet. We don't got the red dot, so we don't have anything to worry about. $4,000 on Ethereum is a big, big level. So those are the strategies for both buying and selling. Again, if you guys are new, you guys can check out that free trading course over here. It also goes into everything I just talked about even more in depth. So like I said at the beginning, guys, the chart requests, we're taking these right here from the chart request thread in the Discord. If you're not in the Discord, you guys can join by using the link in the description. I have loaded all of these names up. So we got all these names from our members. I've loaded them all up into a playlist over here. So these are all the names from that list. And I also will be taking some from the live chat today as well. What's going on, Jeff? What's going on, Patrick? What's going on, Ben? What's going on, Josh? What's going on, Nathan? Hope you guys are all doing very, very well. If you guys are on the live, feel free to say something in the chat. I love talking with you guys, answering your guys' questions as time goes on. If we can get this video to 300 likes on this video by Friday. So if you're watching the replay right now, maybe you're not tuning into the live. If we can get the 300 likes, I'll give away 100 XRP. 100 XRP to somebody over in the Discord if we can get this video to 300 likes. So smash a like if you guys want to XRP giveaway. We also have a Riz giveaway going on right now, so you guys can actually go enter over here on Twitter for this giveaway. I'll actually retweet this right now. So if you guys want to go ahead and enter for this, we will draw the winner here at the end of the stream. So I just went ahead and retweeted that. We're giving away 20,000 Riz, which I'm sure is going to be in these chart requests here today. So with that being said, let's go ahead and start with these chart requests. The first one's going to be for Oscar, OSCR. This is a healthcare company. So this one is, well, I got the green dot right here on the daily back in September. That was around $18. Not my favorite trade here. I bought this one down here at around 13. I literally think I bought it like 13.20. I ended up selling somewhere around 18. It actually popped up to 20, pulled back a little bit. As long as this one holds on to 18, it looks okay. I think there's some better healthcare names right now to buy, like NVO. I took a trade on this today simply because we have that green monthly dot. Okay, so back here, we're getting it October 1st. We just got this signal today. Huge signal right there. Last time we got a green dot with the wave all the way down here was all the way back here in 2017. Okay, that was 8 years ago. The price was sitting at $16, $17. It went up to $140. okay? And then it sold all the way off. So I like this one a lot more simply because it has a lot more room up here to the red zone, right? If NVO goes back up here to the red zone, which is our target, okay, that's a 130% trade. If you're looking at Oscar, here, okay, and you're measuring up to the red zone, you're only getting about 19%. So 19-20%. So I would rather buy NVO here, right? It's the same industry, right? It's a healthcare name, but it's technically very oversold, right? As a trader, we love this kind of sell-off, okay? I mean, this thing is down 70% in the last year, okay? And it's given us our signal. So I'd much rather own NVO here than Oscar. If you want to hold it, I would just use a stop loss at around 18, and the target on this would be up here at around 22. By the way, I will also be adding in my favorite requests. So these are all your guys' requests. All these chart requests are your guys' requests over there from the Discord. I'm going to pick out my favorites for you guys, and I'm going to drop it right here in the favorites list. So you guys will be able to see my favorite picks from you guys. Okay, and that's just going off my analysis, what I'm seeing on the chart, what I think looks good. Okay, and we will take chart requests from the chat as well here on the live once we get through our member chart requests. Okay, if you guys are not a member of the Discord, you guys can hit that link in the description. It's just overkillinvestingclub.com. So this one's up in the red zone. So again, we would not be trading this. We would not be looking to take a swing here. We would have bought this one back in May at $4. It's now at $15, $16. So this was our buying opportunity, right? We're not chasing it up here. You can see that stochastics touching the white dotted line. That's part of our sell strategy. We would be taking profits right here at $15. I would use a stop loss probably at 14. If it breaks 14, I would sell it. But I would have sold that one right here last Thursday at 17 bucks off that signal. D Pro also in the red zone, taking profits on that one. Okay, we would have been entering down here, okay, in the golden zone. We don't want to buy up here. We want to buy down here. Okay, and again, we're traders, guys. We're traders. We're not buying and holding for long durations of time. If we hit our zone, if we hit our target, right, we want to be taking profits. This one gave us a buy signal back here in the golden zone. Again, just like how we're looking to sell in the red zone, we're looking to buy in these golden zones. Okay, if it's in the red zone, we're already at our target. Okay, you're already buying it at a premium. Okay, another way we know that we're buying something at a premium, let me just turn off the Fibonacci really quick. So come over here and take a look at the cheat sheet. Okay. This mean down here, this is the dotted line. So this is our average, right? That we call that a moving average, right? Mean is another word for average. So when the price gets way up off of the average, okay, we know that it's trading at a premium. Okay, so the moving average we use here as swing traders is a 180-day EMA. And again, this is all included with that trading indicator layout that you guys can get over there. But we use that 180-day moving average, okay? This is the average price over 6 months. So if you think about it, 180 days divided by 6 equals 30. So there's about 30 days in a month. So we want to know what the 6-month moving average is. So when something is trading, okay, 47% off of the 6-month moving average, okay, when we're way extended off of it, okay, we want to buy as close to that average as possible, okay? We don't want to buy way up here, right? Because we don't want to sit through a retracement back into the average. So when you're buying something, you got to ask yourself, am I getting a fair price? We know that we're getting a fair price, okay, if we're close to the average, right? Average would be fair. If we're down below the average, we're getting it at a discount, okay? But we never want to buy when we're way up off of that average, okay? And that's also why we use the red zone too, because the red zone will tell us when we're sitting off of the average, okay? So I hope that makes sense. So I would be selling QBTS up here. Riot, same thing, in the red zone. We're taking profits. XDC, this one looks good. Here's a cryptocurrency for you. It's still red, though, on the monthly. If I was investing in this, I would just make sure it holds right there at 0.07. I think there's some better names to own than XDC. VeChain. VeChain still looks good down here at 2 cents. It just needs that monthly alert. I don't think that one's ever going to break below 2 cents, so I think you are getting it near the bottom here. If you want the confirmation of the reversal, you're just going to wait on the monthly signal. Okay, that's what you're looking for on VeChain. Here's FET. That one's up 8% today also. Just needs that monthly signal. This one looks good as long as it can hold on to 50 cents. Up above 50 cents, this one looks good. Again, the confirmation of the reversal comes when we get that green dot there on the monthly. You can see we got this red one back here in May. That was around $2.50. It's now down here at 60 cents. So that's another cryptocurrency. Again, just looking for that monthly dot. The only 2 monthly alerts I saw come in for crypto, look at GDRX popping off. Beautiful. We had a bunch of monthly alerts come up on stocks. And by the way, if you guys are a member of the Discord, you also get access to all the monthly, the weekly, the daily, and the sell signals over here. Those are called out for you guys. But the monthly ones I was paying attention to were APT and Filecoin. Okay, Super also went off as well. My favorite one out of these 3 so far are APT. I think there's going to be a lot more. You can see LCX was also given one. I think there's going to be more popping off as October goes on. I think October is going to be a very bullish month for crypto. You could see one on FET. You could see one on VeChain. So keep an eye on those. And again, those will be called out over here under the monthly alert section as they come through. Look at all these ones. Look at Coinbase pop today. NVO. I took that position on NVO today. I called that one out down here in the trades. I think that's a great move. Look at GoodRx up big. We bought this back in August at like, I can't even remember what we bought it at, to be honest with you, but it's up 18%. And NVO was the one we bought. I also bought this one today, Builders First Source. This is a home builder name. I think home builders are going to do very well here as rates continue to get cut. But I post all my trades over there, and NVO looked really good for the stocks. H2, this one doesn't have any data on the monthly, so if there's no data on my monthly chart, I can't really tell you guys what the chart's saying. It does have a green daily today, so if you want to play it, I would buy it here today at 0.0014. ORC, that one's got the monthly, but again, this looks like a rug pull. So I want to buy charts that are going up and to the right. Right, I look for good quality assets, guys. Fundamentals matter. Like, look at Bitcoin's chart. This thing is up and to the right. Bitcoin is on a parabolic move. We called this green dot out on Bitcoin back here in January of 2023 at 18,000. If you guys were in the Discord back in 2023, this was the best buy signal we could have got. Okay, it was the same one we got here in 2019. Back here at $3,000 Bitcoin, it went all the way up to 67,000 Bitcoin. It sold all the way off to 16. We got the signal, and now it's sitting up here at 116. So I like to buy good quality stuff. Normally when charts look like this, I will definitely avoid it. There's much better names to own. Again, look at NVO. Look at pretty much any of these alerts that went off today. They all look very, very good. Okay, very, very good. I call out my favorites, by the way, over here in Overkill Alerts. I posted a bunch of charts here today. Arrow, Filecoin was right there. APT, Rose. So that's Overkill Alerts. So those are going to be my favorite call outs every single day. And I have some really exciting stuff I'm going to be launching for you guys next week. So stay tuned for that. I will be relaunching the Captain rank sometime next week. Might be this weekend. But I got some very exciting stuff in store for that. OXSQ, this looks awful. Red on the monthly, wouldn't touch it. Looks like a penny stock. I'd stay away. HRZ, Horizon. I don't know. You need the green monthly. This thing's gotten hit very, very hard. $6 looks like support. It does not have a green monthly dot yet, though. HBAR. HBAR has a red dot showing up here on the monthly. So I actually made a video on HBAR today on how to trade the red monthly dots because, again, that is one of our sell signals. So we need to know what to do when this dot appears. There's 2 things we can do. We could do one thing is we could sell. We could take profits. We could sell 25 to 50% of our position. Or we could pay attention to the level that we're holding on to. You can see 20 cents over here. These numbers on the monthly chart are normally where I determine my stop loss. So how I would play HBAR here is I would use a stop loss right here around 19 cents. Because again, that 20-cent level is a very important level. If that level breaks, right, the bears are the ones in control. Okay, so this is a warning sign, a potential reversal to the downside, right? And it's only October 1st. So if you think about it, there's 30 days in October. Okay, so if this goes back up, right, if HBAR goes back up here, okay, starts going to the upside, this dot could fade away. A dot is never confirmed until the candle closes, right? This green dot is confirmed because the candle closed. It can't be taken away off the chart, right? Just like that Bitcoin chart, these dots can never be taken away. They are there forever. This is data, right? This is the data, okay? They can never be taken away because it closed. The candle closed. So because HBAR is just now opening up, doesn't mean we have to bail just yet. We just need to pay attention, right, to that 20-cent level. We want to make sure that holds. So if I was holding or buying H bar here, I would use a stop loss at 19 cents. If 19 cents breaks, we got to assume we're coming back down to 15, and that's where we could look for a re-entry. So 20 cents is a big level for H bar. XLM, big move today. That one's still green on the monthly. So it's green on the monthly, so you guys should have been looking to buy right here at 34 cents and right here at 35 cents, and it's sitting at 39. So you're up about, what, 7% today? This has a lot of room to go. Top of the fib is right there at 50 cents. That'd be my target there on XLM, but this looks really good. Okay, it looks like it's curling to the upside. So I'd watch for a move back to 60 to 80 cents there. First target's going to be 50 there on XLM. That one still looks good. Obviously, it's up 8% today. So again, if you guys are missing the signals, if you guys are hesitant, you pay the price sometimes, right? You should have been entering before this 8 to 10% move. So you're up above the trade now if you guys are entering on these dots. Okay, again, looking to buy the daily green dots as long as the monthly is green. We got the monthly right here at 27 cents. We got this one back here at 9 cents. We called XLM out at 9 cents back in November. It ended up going all the way to 65. And some of you were around to witness that. I remember actually with XLM, that was one of my biggest regrets last year. I had $10,000 cash in my account, and I was like, I'm going to either buy XLM or I am going to pay my student loans. And I ended up paying my student loans. I was going to buy it at 10 cents, and I ended up paying my student loans down, and it literally went up 600%. Oh, I could have paid all my student loans if I just would have chose the other option. But you know what? We make decisions. They're not always the right decisions, right? Paying my student loans, I would say, was a good decision. But, right, nothing's 100%, right? We're here to make educated guesses based off of data and logic. Okay, we're not here to throw something at the wall and see what sticks. We actually have a plan. We actually have a strategy that we follow that has proven over time to be very successful. Okay, all we got to do is have the discipline to stick to the strategy. Okay, and not get carried away. Okay, because trading, investing, if you guys are doing this, it's a very emotional thing. You have to learn how to eliminate emotion. And the way that we do that here, okay, the way that we eliminate emotion is we use the data, right? Go with what the data says. Men lie, women lie, the charts do not, okay? The charts do not lie. Okay, I could look at XLM's chart and I could say every time it gave a green dot with the wave down here, the blue wave down here, it was an excellent buying opportunity. Okay, you were buying it back here at 3 cents, you were buying it right here at 9 cents, you were buying it right here at 9 cents. Okay, the data is what we go off of here. We're not pumping and dumping coins. We're not taking paid promotions. We're just going off the data, folks. That's all we're doing. Chirp was another request. This one still looks good. Again, a very new project, so it's very new. Okay, it just came out in January. It's only 10 months old. So this one is actually in my portfolio. I really like the tech and the fundamentals behind it. And down here at 5 cents, I think it looks really good. Airbnb. That one's red on the monthly. Okay, it has some pretty strong support right here around 120. So I would just watch for the green dot there on the monthly chart for Airbnb. Adobe is actually one that went off here. You can see we got one back in June. That was right there at 370. It sold off to 340. Honestly, I don't know too much about their business model. I think they have some competitors now that are taking away their business, like Canva. I'm not sure if you guys do graphic design, but I actually run a marketing company. Well, I used to. The podcasting is kind of my now full-time thing, thanks to you guys. I'm full-time podcaster, full-time trader now, but I used to run a pretty high-end marketing company. I still kind of do it for some people, but Canva is a really good program I use to make graphics and YouTube thumbnails. But I think they're taking a lot of business from Adobe, so we got to consider things like fundamentals. But it is giving you a dot right here around 340. So if you're using the strategy not based on fundamentals, we would be looking to buy Adobe right here at 340. OKLO, this one's up in the red zone. We should have been taking profits right here on September 24th at 140. 140 was your profit-taking opportunity. So we are now out of that until it retraces back down here into the moving average, right? We don't want to buy things way up off of the moving average, right? Way up here. We want to wait till it retraces back down into the mean, okay? That's at $60. If it goes back down into the 6-month average, okay, that's a 50% drop. You're going to cut your portfolio in half, if you were to go all in on this, obviously, which you shouldn't do. But that one's too expensive. I would be taking profits on that. Let me turn the fib back on here. Oops. Salesforce, we got the golden dot back here. If you guys are familiar with the golden dots, we also call these out in the Discord as well. These are 1 to 6 month swing trades. We got one on BMY yesterday, and we also got one on FEE the day before. I think that was actually on Friday. So these are also, we treat these like a monthly alert. They're a buy, right? If you come over here to the dots and signals, we buy and hold for 1 to 6 months. So if you got in on CRM back here in August, about a month ago, it's flat. Okay, it hasn't gone anywhere. It hasn't had that explosive move to the upside yet. Sometimes it happens fast. Sometimes it takes some more time. But if I was trading Salesforce right now and you bought that, I would just continue to hold it here, and then target on that would be 340 to 360 for CRM. But I think that one's still a buy here at 230. EXCN. This one looks good, back to $3. Again, we don't really trade penny stocks here, guys. We want to buy good quality projects, good quality companies with good quality earnings. This one right here, NXXT, they hardly have any revenue. So they're a penny stock. If you want to trade it, your target would just be up here to $4 at the top of the red zone. SMLR, this one looks good. See, this one's down in the golden zone. We like that, right? And we like to sell up here in the red zone. Okay, this thing's down from 72 all the way to 31. And the monthly hasn't came yet, though. So if you want the confirmation, wait for the monthly alert there on SMLR. I like the fact that it's down here in the golden zone on the daily. So $30 looks like it's going to be a very strong support. But if you want to wait for confirmation, I would wait for that green dot there. That's the best practice, okay? Litecoin, green on the monthly, so we're bullish on it. Okay, nice signal right there that came right there at September 27th at $100. This one is solid. You could now set your stop loss right there at $100 and ride that one back up. But look at Zcash today, guys. Zcash just exploded. Zcash is very similar to Litecoin. This thing was up like 70, 80% at one point. Okay, huge, huge move. And again, where did we call this one out? We called this one out back here at $40. $40. And again, right here at like 45. Looks like they had news. Surged over 27% in one day. After entrepreneur Neva endorsed the importance of the crypto market, rockets, and speculation about SEC. So that's legit, right? I mean, that could absolutely explode. I would definitely take some off here if you guys were entering with us back at $40. I mean, you're already up. That's 200%. So it's okay to sell half your position or 75% of your position. The next sell target will be when that stochastic hits that white dotted line. But pretty soon, I think a lot of these altcoins are going to look like this. They're going to be up 30, 40, 50% in a single day, and we're going to be ready to take profits. I would be selling some Zcash here, and it looks like that was a request, up 65% today. Not a bad day to sell some, guys. Again, because we called these signals out at $40. How long do we have to wait off this green dot? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 months. 5 months. Again, how long is our strategy for? 1 to 6 months. Okay, that is our typical outlook off these monthly alerts. Okay, we buy and hold for 1 to 6 months. And today, you're probably very happy that you held Zcash through it all. So that one could keep going. I mean, it's in a blue sky breakout now, but I think a lot of these altcoins are going to follow. So let's find something like Zcash that's not already had that big powerful move. Something like GRT. Look at GRT still down here in the golden zone. Look how far GRT has to go back to the red zone. If GRT goes back to the red zone, that's 170% gain. Okay, would you be willing to wait 1 to 6 months to make that 170% gain? Okay, what about half of that? What if we go to the 50% line? That's still 84%. So we're not going to chase something like Zcash because it's already had its move. It already went. We want to buy something that has it, like Filecoin's another one. Filecoin actually gave us the monthly signal today. Today we got the signal, October 1st. Okay, so now we're entering that and we're waiting 1 to 6 months till we get back up here. And Filecoin's sitting at the red zone sitting between $5 and $6. That's 150% back to the top. And if it's like Zcash, right, and it breaks out of the red zone like it did, then the sky is the limit. So I really like Litecoin here. I like Zcash here. Zcash not going to be on the favorites. GRT will be on the favorites. I think that's the only one. Oh, Near's definitely going on the favorites. This one's in my portfolio as well. That one's got the monthly dot from last month. Looks fantastic here. Okay, we got that signal last month around 240. It's sitting at 280 with a lot of room to go back to 6. So far the favorite's going to be GRT and near. Did we cover NVO? Was this on the list? Yeah, we did. We covered NVO. Again, this one gave the signal today. That one's going to be on the favorites list. I'll share that favorites list with you guys here after the stream over in the Discord. But you could see, boom, green dot on the monthly for NVO. And it also had the daily show up today. So this thing looks like it's absolutely ready to explode. We're targeting 120 to 140. Again, if it goes back to that range, you're talking about 120, 130% move. It also had news today that they're in talks with the Trump administration regarding the most favored nation order aimed at addressing drug price differences between the U.S. and other wealthy nations. So NVO is definitely going on the favorites list there. Near is also there. I love Near. Near's a solid buy. Watch for that daily alert to come here over in the Discord. Okay, if you haven't entered, I think I'm in that one at like 270. But that daily alert will be called out here very soon, in my opinion. For what were we just looking at? It was holy cow! Wow. Near. It was Near Protocol. Yeah. Alts is back down here. Okay, Alts is back down here looking really good. They're a very new coin, so they're a penny stock here. I forget what these guys do. I think it has something to do with altcoins. The ticker is Alts, but it is red on the monthly, so not my favorite. Again, we don't really do penny stocks here, guys. We want to buy good quality companies. FAND, again, not doing anything. It's too new. There's not enough data for me to tell you anything. If there's no data on my indicator, I can't tell you. And if there's no data, that just means it just came out. Okay, we need data to populate our indicator in order for it to work. LMND, that one's in the red zone. So again, we're not. If you're day trading, great, but we want to buy the pullbacks into the golden zone. That was your place to buy LMND at 35. It popped up to 60 for 100%. But now that we're in the red zone, we're staying away, right? We're taking profits. You should have took profits right here on this red dot at $57. Now. Service now just needs the green monthly. FTNT, that one's trying to reverse here. This one looks good as long as it holds on to, I would say, $80. $80 would need to be your stop loss. You got a lot of room to go back there to 110, but it does not have the green dot on the monthly yet. So if you're going to buy that one here, just use a stop loss at $80. Price target on GoodRx is going to be up here in the red zone between $7 and $8. We were buying that thing like right in here at like 430. 430 was the entry, so we're targeting up there between 8. But the sky is the limit on this, dude. This one could absolutely pop off and be at like $20 here soon. So we just use the red zone as our first target, okay? And then beyond that, we're using the stochastic RSI, like I talked about at the beginning for our sell strategy. Again, if you guys don't know or are not familiar with our buying and selling strategy, I have a free trading course over here that you guys can watch. There's 7 or 8 videos. But at least $8 on GoodRx, at least. Okay, that was a beautiful move here today, up 20%. SBET, things seems kind of dead, doesn't it? Needs a green dot on the monthly. RDW, that had a nice sell-off back down there to 8. This looks decent as long as it can hold on to $8. This is Redwire. How's their earnings? They make a little bit of money. So if you like this company, I would buy it down here at 9. In the golden zone, and I would be targeting up here at 24. That looks like an interesting play there. XSwap. XSwap's way down here at the bottom. Again, target up here at like 12 cents. Jasmy. Is Jasmy green on the monthly yet? We haven't got the green dot yet on Jasmy, but it's going sideways. It's been ranging for, well, since April. It's been going sideways. So when we go sideways, guys, that's our stealth phase, right? We're not doing much. We're not going up. We're not going down. We want to get in before the crazy move. So, in my opinion, Jasmy's stuck in this little phase right here where we're just consolidating, going sideways. Targets 3 to 4 cents on Jasmy there. Pappl, P-A-P-P-L, no data on the monthly, so I can't tell you. Zcash, again, huge monster move there to the upside. GRT. GRT had the green monthly show up for a second, but it faded away. I still like this one a lot. I still think GRT looks like a very solid play down here at 8 cents. Target on that would be 20 to 25. Filecoin also on the favorites list. That one's going on the favorites. So far, we got GRT, Near, NVO, and Filecoin from your guys' chart requests. All of those look really good. Okay, Filecoin's an absolute buy here. We got Solana. Solana's a little too close to the red zone for me. I hope it continues. I hope it keeps going up. If it breaks out over 250, it's going to get really crazy really fast. But that one is still holding the green monthly that we got back here at 150. We called the green dot out at $150 on Solana back in July. And you could see it went all the way up to 250 for a really nice move. So not our favorite, right? We would have wanted to been buying back here in June when we got that signal at 125 to 150, somewhere in this range. Boom. Red zone, red dot, take profits, okay, sell off. You could enter again if you want, but if you do, I would definitely protect your capital with a stop loss at $200. As long as it holds on to 200, it looks really good. Do you ever do option calls based on gold daily? And yeah, I did an option call today on NVO. NVO is that healthcare provider. I entered the calls. I entered the 150 calls on NVO. So I actually have an options course you guys can take over here that explains how I look for calls and look for puts. Calls are just options. Calls are going up, puts are going down. But I bought calls on NVO today, right? Because we have the monthly signal. So I got to assume that we're going up. So if you guys want to learn about my option strategy, I could sit here and talk about it for a long time. I made a whole course for you guys over here that you guys can enroll in right here on that enrollment button if you guys want to learn how to do that. But yeah, I bought option calls on NVO there. I do play options quite a bit, actually. Pepe looks really good. Pepe looks solid. I like it here a lot. Got the green dot there yesterday. It hasn't really taken off yet. So Pepe is going to be in the favorites list here. That one looks good. We got Polkadot. Polkadot looks good. That one's going in the favorites. Looks really good. A lot of room to go. It's got the green monthly. So again, as long as the dot is green on the monthly, we should be looking to buy these dailies. And you're getting a daily here from Polkadot. That looks phenomenal. Target on that $7 to $8 there on Polkadot. Okay, that one's in the favorites list for today. And again, guys, some of my best trades this year have come off your guys' chart requests. So, I don't just do these for you guys. I do these for myself too. I tell you guys all the time, this channel is not about me or it's not about you. It's about all of us as a community. And some of my best trades this year have actually come off some of these chart request videos. So just know I appreciate all you guys and all the contributing that you guys do. Again, if we can get this video to 300 likes by Friday's stream, I'll give away 100 XRP to somebody in the Discord. Okay, we do those giveaways over here in the Discord quite a bit. We'll do them right here. We got one going on right now for that 20,000 Riz. I will be picking the winner for that here after this is over. BM and U, that one just looks too new. It's only been out for 4 days, so I can't really tell you anything on that one. Open. We were selling open right here on the red dot around $10. Where did we call the monthly out on open, guys? Look at that. July at 75 cents. Okay, if you entered off that signal back in July, you made 1,400% all the way to the top. I'm not chasing this one up here. I want to see this one pull back into the moving average, which is sitting at around $3.24. If it doesn't get there, that's fine. I don't care. Okay, we don't care if we miss an opportunity like this. Okay, again, our entry was back here. You got to enter $2 in the golden zone right there. Look at that. Boom, monster move. Everyone's talking about open door up here. Nobody's talking about it down here or down here at 50 cents. That's the typical psychology, right? After something goes parabolic, this is when we get into the mania phase. This is when everybody's tweeting about it. All the TikTok influencers, they're talking about it. They're pumping it up. Okay, they're saying it's the next greatest thing in the world, right? And then what happens? Then they get dumped on because you guys start buying when everyone else gets excited. You want to buy when nobody's excited, when nobody's talking about it, right? That's why they call it the stealth phase, okay? Too much hype around open door, okay? I hope it does good, but I also hope it pulls back to $4. If it pulls back to $4, I'd buy open, but we would have been taking profits on these red dots somewhere between $7 and $10. It keeps going again, great. Here's Snapchat. Snapchat had they had a lawsuit announced against them, a class action lawsuit. So I don't think people like Snapchat. I don't think the big brother, I don't think they like Snapchat because this is like their second lawsuit in like the last 2 years. So they're just getting smoked with lawsuits. I still like the company. I still think it's one of the best social media companies out there. They have 300 million daily active users. They have 900 million active monthly users. So a lot of eyeballs on that app, and attention is currency. So I am choosing to hold my Snapchat here. I'm going to remain strong. Again, I don't let the news shake me out a lot of the time. If there's something like a huge red flag, then obviously, I'll consider selling. But this is just a typical shakeout, in my opinion. Okay, they're selling, or they're investigating over allegedly losses due to securities fraud that occurred between April 29th and August 5th. So, you know what? Let them talk about what they're going to talk about. I'm going to listen to the chart here. We're down in the golden zone, and my target's up there at $12. So I'm still holding Snap. If anything, I'd be looking to buy more on the next daily dot. Okay, charts can't predict lawsuits and things like that, right? That's totally out of our control. We just got to remain true to the chart and what it's telling us. And Snapchat stock is very oversold. FCX had a huge sell-off too. This one looks okay above 35. It's red on the monthly though, so you definitely want to use that above 35. I personally don't like it with that red monthly. Ray's going in the favorites too. We've been tracking this for a while. Again, it's got a big range up to $7 to $8. Solana is literally, this is literally the biggest project on Solana. This is their DEX. Okay, and this thing was all the way up here at $8 back in January, and it sold all the way off to $1. So it looks really good. You got that signal there a few days ago at 250. It's up 7% today with a ton of room to go back to the upside. That one is on the favorites list. Ondo also on the favorites list. Looks phenomenal. Okay, looks very, very good here. And targeting at least 140 to 160 on Ondo. I really like that one as well. SEI, nice breakout today here too. That one's got some room back to 40. That's on the favorites list as well. Looking really good. No data on the monthly yet. It's got the weekly though. Just kind of going sideways, building a base here. As long as we hold on to that 25-cent level, it looks good. But that one's up 7% today, so maybe wait for a little pullback. But again, you got the signal there a couple days ago before the 7% move. So again, if you're following our strategy, you're entering the day of the green dot. Okay, not after when it already goes up 8%. We want to buy the day of the daily green dot. As long as the monthly is great. XMW, up in the red zone, I'd be a profit taker. IMX looks good. We also called this one out back here in July at 50 cents, 40 to 50 cents. It went all the way up to $1. It's pulled back a little bit here, so we're just waiting for the daily if you want to add, but that looks like it's building up a strong base. Again, we're right back on that mean. We're right back on our average here. Okay, that's a good thing. Okay, I don't see this one breaking down below 60. Target on that's 150. Okay, that one's also on the favorites list today. And again, I will be sharing this list with you guys here today. Okay, I'm going to just go ahead and put this actually, I'll do it after the stream here. Okay, it's going to be over here in the watch list tab. Okay, I just updated my watch list today for you guys over here, but I will be dropping the favorites list from today over here in the Discord. API 3, that one looks good. Target on that would be 150. MRK, guys, we've been talking about these healthcare stocks now for 3 months. We called these back in July. We called MRK at 76. $76. It's sitting at 90. Look how much room this thing has to go, dude. Look at this curl. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay. I wish you would have entered off the dot here if you missed it. That was at $80. Huge move today. We've been playing the Cure ETF. I know a lot of you guys followed me on this trade. I believe we bought Cure around $80. I think it was right here or something, somewhere in this area. I can't remember for sure. I'd have to check. But I think it was around 80. Look at this move. Just getting ready to go. I've been saying healthcare stocks for the last 3 months, guys. These things look like they're absolutely ready to explode. Target on MRK would be up here around 110 to 120. That one's going to go... I hate to put it on the favorites list now because it's already exploded 20% in the last 2 days. So that's tough, right? We should have been entering here and here. Okay, right here around $80. But that has a lot of room to go. I'm not going to put it on my favorites because it's already up big. If it has a pullback to like 85, then eat it up. But I think healthcare stocks are going to do very, very well. ZBAC looks pretty good. Target on that would be 6 to 7 cents. PANDU, too new. I can't see any data on my indicator, so I can't tell you anything. Runwago, again, no data. I can't tell you anything. SYN, that has a green monthly. So you'd be playing the green monthly here. I don't know anything about this project. Make sure you're investing into good quality projects. along with this strategy. Don't just buy meme coins and crappy coins with this strategy. We want to buy good quality companies and good quality assets, right? That's important. Okay, STX, we just need the green monthly. I actually sold my STX and I bought Pinlink. Yeah, I got tired of this thing going sideways. I bought Pinlink. This is just a newer project that I've been doing some fundamental research on. Shout out to Jeff, by the way. We're earning 24% APY by staking this on their website. And it is a very new project. So I ended up selling my STX. If you're still in that one, you just want to wait for that green monthly. But that one still looks good as long as it holds on to 60 cents. Cure's absolutely ripping, Nathan, for sure. Julio, what's going on, brother? How long after the gold dot can you still buy? Well, it just depends on where the price is. Like Salesforce, is it a good buy? Yeah, like if you look at Salesforce, right? Come over here to the daily. You got the golden dot. Where'd you get the gold dot at? You got that at 235. So what's the price sitting at today? It's at 235. So you're 3 weeks later, you're still at the same price. Again, the gold dot doesn't mean we're going to explode back up here tomorrow, right? It's a 1 to 6 month hold. So a stock might go sideways for a while, just like CRM's doing. It's not moving. It hasn't had that explosive move to the upside yet, right? So you're buying it at the same price here. You got it, right? So you got to take into consideration where the dot came. We can see it came back here on August 13th, right there at 235, and we're sitting at 235. Yeah, Pinlink is one of my favorite newer crypto projects. For sure. XTZ, I believe this one had a red monthly. Remember, that doesn't mean we have to panic here. That just means let's watch our levels. I think as long as we hold 60 cents, XTZ is still a solid trade here. Target on that would be 120 to 140. SRP, 24% APY. Yes, sir. And if that thing goes to $10, I mean, happy day. 24% APY turns into like 2,400% APY. SRPT is a healthcare stock we've been tracking. I guess their drug that they sell was killing people or something, so I chose not to take this trade. That's why it sold off really big. But it is good in the green monthly, so if you believe in the company, you believe in the project, I'm not going to buy something where they're literally killing people. That's just my morals and stuff are kicking in. But at $19 from a technical standpoint, right, it doesn't look bad. So, again, you got to believe in the company. You can't just buy any company or any project. You got to do your fundamental research. And again, it came out that their stock, right, their drug that they sell on the market is potentially killing people. So, you got to be careful with stuff like that. LEN looks pretty good. Target on that's back up there to 180. OTLK, penny stock, just, I don't know. Again, we don't do penny stocks here, guys. Not the channel for penny stocks. Wolf. Here's Petco. Shout out to Petco. Green on the monthly. Target on that would be back up here to 5 to 550. But again, another penny stock. REGN. This one looks good. Another healthcare name here that we have been tracking, guys. You guys can go watch all the past videos. Okay, we're not blowing smoke here. Okay. August 1st. Call that at 550. It's sitting at 600 now. It's got a lot of room to go. A lot of room to go. That one's on the favorites list. Another pharmaceutical company there. LCX also looks phenomenal. You got the green monthly last month. This one looks really good. I really like LCX. Another solid crypto play. Target on that's up there at 25. Again, we will be dropping the favorites list from today over in the Discord. XRP, still just ranging, right? XRP is very boring right now. It's just going sideways, right? This is very boring price action. Everybody wants the big explosive move, but no one can sit through the consolidation, right? The consolidation is just going sideways. When this comes, this is when we take advantage. Again, we called out XRP. You guys go watch the video from from August of last year. Okay, we called XRP at 50 cents. 50 cents. You know what people were doing back then? In November of 2020, that was August of 2024. We were right here. We were in a stealth phase. We were just going sideways, sideways, sideways. People were laughing, okay? Go read the comments from those videos. They were nasty. Okay? Again, everybody's really excited up here. Everybody's having a good time. Everybody wants to buy up here. Nobody wants to buy it down here. This is our opportunity zone. This is our danger zone. This is where we take profits, okay? Not saying XRP's move is over, but look at the chart. Red dot, go down. Red dot, go down. Okay, that's data since 2017. That's 8 years of data. Okay, so what I'm going to say on XRP is you really want it to hold on to like 260. I would have a stop loss at 260. If 260 breaks, I would sell XRP. If it holds and keeps going up, great. But you want to protect your capital. Okay, that's the most important thing. You have a lot more risk to the downside than you do to the upside here, in my opinion. So stop loss at 260 on XRP. I would not want to buy XRP right now because, again, it's too close to the red zone. Okay, it's like there's not enough meat on that bone. Again, I can't get out of bed for 19%. I can't. I would rather buy something like near, right? Look how far we have to go to the red zone. Okay, XRP has 19% to the top. Near has 100%. I'll take 100% over 20%. Okay, Pepe, how much does Pepe have to the top? 116%. How much does Ray have to the top? Okay, 178%. Guys, math really plays into this. So if you guys are interested in investing, it's most likely you have a mathematical brain. I have a mathematical brain. I'm all about numbers. Okay, percentages and numbers. I have been really good with them since I was a very young boy. Okay, I was always top of my class in math. So it's not rocket science, right? You just look at the data, right? You say, if I'm going to place a trade on Ray or XRP here, okay, would I rather have 190% to the top or 20%? I think the answer is just common sense. You take the 190 over 20%. I mean, even if Ray only goes halfway, even if it just goes up here, you're making 76%. And price will normally always retrace back to the red zone. Okay, it will always retrace back to the red zone. So it's just a matter of how long is that going to take. So again, we use these tools, guys. We don't. A lot of the work is already done for us with the indicators that we have access to today. Okay, and again, if you guys do not have these indicators, you could download my whole trading layout over here inside the Discord. Okay, right here under the trading indicator tab, just click on this link. Takes a couple of clicks and everything loads right up in. Your screen's going to look exactly like my screen. Okay, if you have trouble or need support, it's very straightforward. Okay, there's a how-to video right after you get in there. Right after you get in, there's a how-to video on how to do it. It literally takes a couple of clicks. If you have trouble, my email is always right here, or you can come over here and hit me up in support chat. And this is where I answer all your guys' questions. So, again, trading doesn't have to be complicated. It doesn't. It really doesn't have to be complicated. We try to make it as simple as possible here by following a set strategy, right? If you don't have a strategy and you're trading, you're going to lose. Okay, statistically, you're going to lose. So this strategy wasn't an overnight thing, guys. I've been trading for 8 years. I have developed this over the last 8 years. Okay, all the tools, everything we're using has been 8 years in the making. This wasn't an overnight thing. Okay, it took a lot of hard work, a lot of blood, sweat, and tears, a lot of failure. Okay, and now we're dialed. Cardano still looks good. I like Cardano here. Got some room back up there to 120. That one's going on the favorites list as well. We got Bonk. Bonk, again, lots of room. Let's go ahead and go with Bonk here. Bonk looks good on the favorites. I'd be a buyer of that. You should have bought it back here in September. A couple days ago, it's up 6% today. Looks good. Doge also looks phenomenal. Okay, looking really good here with a target of 40 cents. You got the dot right here on Monday. Okay, it's up 5% today. So a lot of room to go back to 40. I don't know about any Canadian stocks. I'm sorry. Chainlink. Chainlink still looks really good. Okay, we got the signal right there on Saturday at 20 bucks. It's at 22. It's up 10% from that signal with a lot of room to go. Still green on the monthly. I'm holding my Chainlink until the stochastic RSI, that light blue line, gets back up here. I think that's going to be sometime in November or December. We'll see what happens. But I think October is going to be a really big month for Chainlink. The trend will break if we get back below $20. So that is one we need to set a stop loss at around that $20 level, 19, 20 bucks. But everything's pointing up there on Chainlink. I think that one looks really good for October. And I'll take some more chart requests. Do you ignore the red dots that are not in the red zone? Yes. On the daily chart, if we get a red dot that is not in the red zone, I don't care about it. Right? The only red dots we care about on the daily chart are going to be the ones in the red zone. Okay? We don't care about these ones down here, right? This one you got on Ethereum right here. at on July 4th. That was at 2,500. The only red dots on the daily we're concerned about, right? There's a lot of red dots, but you need to know how to read them, right? Okay, so the red dots in the red zone are the ones we care about. This is the one I sold Ethereum on right here. Was, boom, July 19th at 3,800. Did it go up to 4,500? Yes, but again, our goal should not be to time the exact top. As long as we're getting in down here and selling somewhere right here, we're fine. Okay, I'm not mad that it kept going up a little bit. Okay, I was happy buying down here and selling up here. My goal is to be consistent. Okay, we're not trying to hit grand slams and home runs every time we step up to the plate. We're trying to get on base. We're trying to hit singles and doubles. Okay, just get on base. Shout out to all the baseball fans, by the way. Go Mariners. Total 3. Total 3 is right up here at the all-time high. So you can see Total 3 topped out. This is still Ethereum. Total 3 is making all-time highs. Okay, it needs to actually break out over 4.2. If that happens here this month, it's going to be absolutely crazy. Okay, still very bullish on the total market cap. Money looks like it's flowing into crypto. Okay, this is the total market cap of crypto. So this is all the Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Solana, everything added up into one. It's called the total. You can see there's $3.97 trillion locked up in crypto. And this indicates that money is flowing in, right? So this is a really good sign. I'm still very bullish on the total. Others, so this is the total market cap of crypto. Okay, somebody pointed out to this to us a couple months ago. So the others, think of this as like an altcoin index, right? It kind of looks like this right now before that big explosion to the upside. But someone pointed this out. So this is the total market cap minus the top 10. So this is the total market cap minus Cardano, Tron, Doge, USDC, Solana, BNB. So minus all of these. So like think of it as an altcoin index. So from everything hyper down, if you add up all their market caps, that's what the chart looks like. Okay, you can see money's flowing in. We are going up. We're grinding up. Looks very bullish. Okay, very, very bullish, which is good for alts. Okay, I'm expecting a move like this here into the end of the year. I think we're going to get a big run up here into the end of the year. I think we're going to top out. We're going to see some red dots, and we're going to be exiting and sailing away into the sunset. ETH BTC chart still looks good. Ethereum has outperformed Bitcoin since June. Okay, it's doing very well. Very, very well. Others, we just took a look at that. Green on the monthly looks good. KAS needs the green monthly. SQD, too new. Don't know anything about it. Okay, if you guys are requesting meme coins or very new coins, I'm not going to have a lot to say about it just because I don't have a lot of data. Okay, we want names that have been around for a while, that have staying power and are just not pump and dumps. BLZ, green on the monthly, I don't know. It looks good. If you like the project, I'd buy it down here at 3 cents. CRO, still green on the monthly, so we should be buying these daily dots. You got one back here a few days ago at 17 cents. Looks good. Okay, they had that announcement, that partnership announcement with Donald Trump's media company. It looks like it's curling and getting ready to go back up. That looks good. At 20, I would have been a buyer right here at 18, 19 cents. It's sitting at 20. So again, you're still pretty close, but you're about 10% off, right? You're missing it by 10%, which is 10%. 10%'s a lot. Okay, but it has a lot of room to go back up there to 30. I would just make sure this one holds on to 17, but hopefully you took profits where you were supposed to right here in August and didn't get greedy at 30 cents. 30 cents was your take profit. It sold all the way off. Is there a specific stop loss percentage that you usually... Now, it's always based on the chart. Like Target today. Okay, so Target, I bought at $100, right? So I'm down 12% on my position, right? So I'm seeing a red monthly here, so that tells me like, hey, this is a really big, important support level. So like if you come over here and see the low of this candle right here, it's 87. So what I'm doing is I'm zooming into the daily, and I'm saying, okay, we're sitting at 89. We got a red monthly, so if this is correct, we should break down below 85. So my stop loss on Target's 85. So that's like a 15% loss. But my rule when I'm investing, one of my rules down here is to never exceed 5%. 5% of my total portfolio. So if it does go down 12%, it's not like I'm losing 12% of my whole portfolio. I'm only losing 12% of 5% of my portfolio, which is only like 0.5%. So I'm risking 0.5% of my entire portfolio on this trade. So that's a little more advanced stuff. I know that could probably sound confusing, but again, if you only have 5% of your total portfolio, I can explain this really quick, actually. I want you guys to understand this. So if you have a $10,000 portfolio, let's just say $10,000 portfolio, okay? So if I am only going to invest 5% on one single trade, okay, I'm not saying you can't put in an additional 5% if it goes down, but 5% of 10,000, you multiply by 0.05. 0.05 is equivalent to 5%. So 5% of 10,000 is $500. Okay, so if Target here went to 0 in my $10,000 account, I would only lose 5% of my portfolio, which would be $500. If Target went down 50%, right, I would only lose 2.5% of my portfolio. So if Target went down 50%, say my stop loss was 50%, right, I would only lose 2.5% of my portfolio because I only invested 5% of my portfolio. So let's multiply by 0.025. That's 250. So now I have minus 250, equals $9,750. So if Target went down, 50%, like I just said, which is a ton, especially from where it's sitting at right now. I mean, it's already down, right? Target's a big company, guys. Target's a huge company. They make $25 billion a quarter. $25 billion with a B. Okay, that's a big company. They have a lot of revenue. So they're already down from their high, right, from up here. They're down 65%, 66, 67%. Okay, 70%. Let's just call it 70%. For it to drop another 50%, it has to come all the way down to 40. So that's typically how I calculate risk. Again, if you're worried about a position, a lot of the time you have too much in that position. That's why, especially if you're a beginner, that 5% rule is going to be awesome. Okay? And I'm not saying you can't put in 5%, then an additional 5% if it goes down. That's called dollar cost averaging. But that's typically how I calculate my risk. So I'm never over positioning myself. I actually did that this year on Chainlink. I put a lot of money in Chainlink at like $13, $14. I mean, I think my average cost is $14 on Chainlink. I was buying Chainlink down here, and this year has just been monster. Just because I believed in the company and I know what it's doing. Right? I know the fundamentals of the company. I'm very confident putting my money into a name like Chainlink because I know what it does, and I know what it's going to do. So risk is huge, guys. Risk assessment, position sizing is a very important thing. If you guys want to go study something after this, go study how to position size properly. I just gave you a way to do it by never exceeding 5% on one position. That's why you guys see I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24 names, 25 if you count my short on SoFi. I have positions in 25 different names right now, okay? And it's all the same stuff, right? It's all just watching your levels and looking at your zones, okay? Watching your levels and looking at your zones. It takes practice, but the longer you guys do this, the more you will have an understanding. Again, I think the most important thing in trading is to have a strategy. That's why these trading rules, that's why I go over these in every single video. Every single live stream that I do, I always cover the rules because it is the most important thing, right? And I want you guys to understand why it is we're doing what we're doing. I'm not just telling you guys to buy a coin to pump and dump it. I actually want you guys to learn the reason behind why we are taking this, right? And it's all based on data. Logical thinking here, okay? Not hopeful or wishful thinking, logical thinking here, folks. Yeah, so TGT, yeah, you could also average down if it drops below that. So, yeah, I mean, it would sell at 85, and if it ended up selling off more down to 80, I would simply just rebuy back in when I feel like the time is right. But the fact that it has a monthly red, right, that tells me I should probably use a stop loss right here at around $85. So, and then if it does break and go down, I can just re-enter again on the green monthly with a larger position, if that makes sense to you. All the info about the indicators are over here, guys. Trading indicator, you come over here, click this link, and get all the info. IBRX, that one's got a target of 6. Lululemon. Lululemon's been beat up too. These retail brands are just taking a hit with all these tariffs. I personally would stay away from these retailers. I think their margins are done for with the new tariffs and stuff going into place on China. These people just pretty much buy $2 or they make $2 pants over in China and they sell them for $150. Okay, that's not really the case anymore because of the tariffs. So that's why you're seeing its stock go down. What I do on Lulu is just wait for that monthly. Same thing on PayPal, just waiting for the monthly. PayPal's not moving. ACN. ACN doesn't have the monthly yet, but this is one of the ones we got that golden dot on, guys. We got the golden dot right there at around 240. So it's sitting at 243. So you're still getting in right where the gold dot came. I really like ACN here as well. That one looks really good. I'll take some more chart requests from the chat here. I'm just going to get through our members' chart requests. And then we'll dive into some in the live chat if we still have some time. But every Monday, guys, every Monday, we open up our chart request thread over here. So these were all from Monday. All these names we're covering right now were all from Monday from our members. So chart requests will reopen on Monday. So you can see that right there. Boom. CLSK just needs the, this is Clorox. This one just needs the monthly. I like this one as long as it holds on to 113 though. You can see that was support back here in 2023. Clorox is a good defensive name. Okay, we've been in a growth market. Okay, we've been going straight up for a long time. Healthcare names and names like Clorox, in my opinion, are going to perform very well in 2026 and 2027 when I think tech is going to sell off. Because again, tech is the growth trade. Look how far up we've gone. So eventually there's going to be a rotation out of tech, and it's going to be into names in healthcare and some of these value names like Clorox. Okay, again, huge company. I guess they only make $2 billion a quarter. So I just look for the monthly. I'm gonna actually add that one to our watch list. It's still on the red list though. Yeah, PayPal's not moving. PayPal is not going anywhere right now. Oops. Look at it. Nothing. Nothing. Okay, it needs the monthly. It needs that monthly. It needs that breakout to the upside. I'll take some requests here from the chat here once we get through our member requests over here first, guys. Just stick around to the end. We also got a giveaway we're going to be doing here on the stream as well. So stay tuned for that. TTD looks good. Just needs that monthly signal. I like it as long as it holds on to 38. Okay, if you're playing that one, you just want it to hold on to $38. Pepsi? I like Pepsi too. Pepsi's a good value name. Target on that 170 to 180. This one's sold off very hard over the last couple of years. Okay, look at that. From 190 all the way down to 120. It looks good. It's got the green monthly. As long as this one can maintain this level right here at 137, it looks really good. 137 stop loss. You buy that thing today if you want it. Neo's up in the red zone. We'd be taking profits. NEE, your opportunity was to buy that one back here in September at 70. You got a target of that up there at 84. RR up 10%. I sold this one right here at 4. So again, it kept going after I sold it, but I don't care because I was entering down here at 220, 230. Okay, we're happy with 70% on our trades here on this channel. Okay, we're not greedy. I hope this thing keeps going for you guys if you're still holding on. If you're in it, what I do is I'd use a stop loss at 390. I think you're going to get a green dot on this tomorrow and it's going to explode. That looks very bullish. Very bullish as long as it holds on to 390 there. But again, not for our strategy because it's in the red zone. Our time to buy was down here at $2. If it goes to 10, we can't be mad about that. We made 100% on our trade. Okay? Okay, if you guys know the power of compound interest, let me just introduce it to you really quick. Okay, this is very important to understand. So, say you start with $500 in your account. Okay? And say you make 100% on your money. That means you doubled your money. So that's like timesing it by 2. So we just did that once. Well, let's do it again. Twice. 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, 6 times, 7 times, 8 times, 9 times, 10 times, 11 times. If you could double your money 11 times, starting with $500, you will have $1 million. Does that make sense? So 500 times 2 times 2 times 2, 11 times, you have $1 million in your account, guys. Keep it simple. Keep it simple. Don't chase the 100,000x plays. Just get on base. Singles and doubles, baby. That's what we're here for. We're not trying to make 10,000x on every single trade. 50 to 100% is perfect. That's all we need. That's all we need. This one's up in the red zone, so we'd be taking profits. LAC. DBAI. This one looks good over 6. A little bit of a range back there to 10, but we were calling this one out back at 450. So, again, I would rather buy it down here when this blue wave is down here than up here. Okay, as long as that one holds on to 6, it looks decent, but I would put a stop loss at $6. QEB CO. That one's got a green dot here today. Green dot on the monthly. That one looks good. Okay, I don't know what this thing is. Looks like another quantum computing play, but it does have our signals popping off here. TLM. Looks decent. If you know anything about it, again, looks like a rug pull to me, but if you believe in the project, if you know something about it, I would buy it here with a target up there in the red zone. We got TAI. Also down here in the golden zone, very new project here. That one looks good in October. It's got the green candle to start October. You want to target that one up there between 30 and 40 cents. Pinlink. Here's Pinlink, what we were talking about. I sold my OP and my STX, and I put it into Pinlink. I think this project has a ton of potential. It is a very new project. It got absolutely hammered from the jump, but now that it's down here, okay, I really like it down here at 40 cents. So I have a pretty big position on this. I think this is like my 4th or 5th largest holding at the moment. And they actually pay 24% APY on their site. So if you come over here to the DApp, Connect DApp on their website, you guys can do your own research on this project, obviously. Just obviously do your own research before you invest in anything ever. But if you come over here to the stake option, you can see the APY is 24%. So let me just show you how to stake really quick. So you can see in the last day I've earned 67 pin link. So they pay you every single day. So I can come in here and I can hit claim. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to type in my password to my DEX wallet, my Phantom wallet. This is what I use to buy coins that are not on Coinbase and Robinhood. So I'm claiming that. So that 67 pin link is going to go into my Phantom wallet. And I'll show you guys how to stake this thing really quick. So the first thing you need is a DEX. Okay, you need a decentralized wallet, which is like Phantom. There's on-chain, there's the Coinbase wallet. So if I go over here to Phantom now, you should see that I have pin link. So I just got that 67 pin link that I earned just by holding my pin link over here. So now what I could do is I could stake it. So I'm just going to go to the stake option to withdraw it. I just went to the withdraw option, and I'm going to go ahead and hit max. I might have to refresh this because sometimes it needs to load the wallet here. So max. So now I'm going to stake that 67. I'm going to hit stake. I'm going to confirm that in my wallet, and it's going to process the transaction. So I just went ahead and I restaked everything that I earned over the last day. So I earned 67 link in one day just by staking it into this wallet. Okay, so if you think of the 67 I just earned, right, that's about $30 at $4.50. Well, imagine if this thing goes to $4. Okay, then you're talking about $300 I'm making a day right now just for staking. So I'm trying to accumulate as much of this asset as possible right now because I'm bullish on it. I want to hold it for a long period of time or until it gets back up here to the red zone. Right up here is when I'll unstake it and I'll sell it. But as of right now, if it's sitting down here, we might as well take our 24% like Jeff said in the chat. So that's how easy it is to stake. Again, all you need is a DEX wallet. So I have my Phantom wallet here connected. And it's really as simple as that. So if you guys have questions about that, just feel free to put them over here in the support chat. but I feel like that was a good little tutorial on how to do that. Put it over there in the support chat. So pin link, I'm very long on, long and strong. I'm holding that one. I'm staking that one, and I like it here. I like it a lot. Okay, very new project, though, so just understand that. It's only like a $40 million market cap, so very new. PRBA. Green on the monthly. We're just looking for the daily now. Look for the daily dot. Yeah, if stuff's over your head, don't do it. Like, if you guys are new to this stuff, don't try to complicate it right off the bat. But YouTube is a great resource to learn about stuff, right? Go watch a video on the Phantom wallet. Okay, these decentralized wallets are just a way to buy coins that are not listed on Coinbase or not listed on Robinhood or not listed on your exchange, right? They're newer projects, so you're getting into them before they even get listed on exchanges. WLK still looks good. I actually have a position on this open right now. It's green on the monthly. It looks phenomenal down here. Okay, got the green dot there. I took the trade right there around 76 or 77. Target on that still 140. I really like WLK here as well. UNH also gave us the signal last month in September right there around 312. It's sitting at 350 now, and our target's anywhere from 550 to 600 on that. Let's go ahead and put that one in the watch list too. I like that one down here. It's got a lot of room. I personally decided to play Cure, which is an ETF. So this ETF actually has UNH in it, but you also get exposure to other names as well, like MRK. So instead of investing into one specific company, like PFE, for example, I'm investing into multiple companies by using Cure. So that's how I'm playing the healthcare sector. I'm not picking one stock. I'm picking a handful of them. And I think I actually dropped. So when you buy Cure, when you buy that ETF, it's an exchange traded fund. That's what it stands for. Okay, so when you buy Cure, it's like you are buying. I'm just over here in Overkill Trades, the Overkill Trade section here. Here we go. So these are the top 9 holdings of the Cure ETF. So you got Eli Lilly, J&J, which is Johnson & Johnson, ABBV, UNH, ABT, MRK, TMO. So these are like the top healthcare companies in the world. So I'm buying them all at once by buying an ETF like Cure. So that's how I decided to play healthcare. I would rather buy that than just buy a single company because, again, look at what happened to this RPT name, right? News comes out, their drug's killing people. Boom. Well, you just got smoked. Okay, same thing with UNH. They had a lawsuit up here at $500. Look what happened. You got smoked. Okay, so I'd rather have exposure to multiple names rather than just one name in the healthcare sector. But UNH is one of the biggest companies in the world, and I do think it's going to recover at least to $500-600. It's just a matter of waiting that out and seeing how long that's going to take. But I think into the end of the year and into next year, I think healthcare stocks are going to perform very well. Healthcare stocks, well, I've been saying this for 3 months since we got our signals, but they look like altcoins did in April, right? You guys remember Ethereum in April? April was down here at $1,500. Ethereum was. Okay. UNH looks the same, right? Big sell-off. There's the bottom. Let's go up now. Okay, Ethereum. There's the huge sell-off. There's the bottom. Rip it up. So UNH has room. Oxy. I sold my Oxy position for a 50% gain, playing the options on this, but that still has room back up there to 56. Options are different. You guys will learn that if you guys look at the options course over here. Get it? Options are a little different than trading stocks, but you guys can learn all about it over here, and at least our strategy that we use toward it. We have absolutely banged out on some options trades this year, and it's been amazing. INTL. Up in the red zone, taking profits. PPTA, taking profits. QNT looks pretty good. It's red on the monthly, so this one just needs to hold on to $99. Up above 99, that one looks good. AVAX, this one looks like it's going to curl. This looks like it's going to do what Zcash did. Okay, got the daily today. We'd be entering right here at $30. You got an easy trade here with a stop loss right there at like 27. That looks good. If we get a monthly dot at the beginning of the month, do we wait? No, I don't normally wait depending on where it's at. Like with NVO, for example here, it's getting a green dot here on the monthly. So if I look at the daily, I can see that it's also down here in the golden zone. So I would not wait. I did not hesitate on this on this trade. Okay, if you get a monthly dot and you're down here in the golden zone on the daily, you need to act. You need to be fast about it, right? Because this thing could explode up to $80 by the end of the week. So we're buying and we're holding for 1 to 6 months, typically. We might have to hold for 8 months, but we are simply just holding until we get back up here to the red zone. So it all just depends on where the price is, I guess, to answer that question. I like AVAX here. AVAX looks like it's going to absolutely explode. PNG, that one needs the monthly. Prime, that one also needs the monthly. Monthly alert is what we're watching for. CHRX, another healthcare name, up in the red zone, not interested. EOSE, up in the red zone, taking profits. Aerodome Finance, this one's bouncing right on the moving average. See that 6-month moving average? It's bouncing right on the average, folks. It's right there. So we're right back, right? We're right back at our average over here in the cheat sheet. Okay, we're right here. We're literally sitting right on the mean, right on the average, where we want to be. Okay, we bought this thing back here at like 60 cents, 62 cents, like right here off these dots. Okay, that was right there around 60 cents. I sold the majority of my position. I sold half my position at around 130. Okay, and then it pulled back here to $1. But I still really like the setup at $1. I think the fundamentals of this project are very strong, like Chainlink, very strong. So I'm going to put that one on the favorites list. I'd be entering that one today. And as long as it holds on to 90 cents, this trade looks really good. I really like Aerodome still. I think that one that has potential for like $6 to $10 in my opinion. MU just continuing to fly here, folks. We called this out in June, right there around $90. It's now sitting at 180. So you're now up 100% off this last signal that we got back there in June. If you guys played that, up in the red zone now though, so you want to use a trailing stop loss. I just make sure it holds 160, but I would definitely be taking some off the table here on MU on the next daily red dot. We got Soxel up in the red zone now. Not too interested in that one. Another one we called that one. What did we call the monthly on that one? I think it was at $70 or something like that. No, $7. Yeah, it was down here. June. We called that one down here at like 7. We got the dot right there around 14, but it's at 36 now, so it's up in the red zone. So I personally would be taking profits on it up in this area. PLTR up in the red zone. Not looking to take a trade. IONQ. Again, your sell signal came right here in September at 70. It's sitting at 60 now. I'd be a seller of that name. GLX, also a seller. BTBT, this one looks decent, up above 280. Doesn't look bad. Another one of those crypto stocks. There's so many crypto stocks now, it's just too hard to keep track of. But it looks decent here above 280 for you. Yep. Mr. Soxel loves Soxel. That's hilarious, dude. We nailed that one at $7. Here's BMNR. Just needs the green daily. Okay, current support is $40. You're going to want to make sure it holds on there. Target on that's 120 to 140. Cure. Again, this is the ETF we decided to play. That one is going on the favorites list because, again, we got a lot of room to go. That dot was called out yesterday at around $80. It's sitting at 90 today. A lot of meat on the bone. We also called the monthly dot out over here. That was last month at around $80. So that move looks like it's just getting started here. I love healthcare names here. I think they all got a lot of room to go. When Cure gets back up here to the red zone, just like it did back here in October of last year, okay, that's what we're going to be looking to take profits. And that's not till 130, 140. So a lot of meat on that bone. Lot of meat on that bone. FE, this one gave the golden dot there yesterday. 2 days ago. It doesn't have the monthly yet, but again, we treat that monthly or that golden dot the same as a monthly dot. I like it here. At 126, it did kind of break the fib here, so we want to be careful on this one. It did get the golden dot, so we're just watching this one right now. 120 is going to be a big level on fee here. 120 for support there, but that golden dot is a buy signal. Buy and hold for 1 to 6 months. I'm going to put that one in the favorites list as well. MOH, another healthcare name here, way down, and it doesn't have the green monthly yet, but you can see how that chart is starting to curl. Again, huge healthcare name here, huge earnings. They make around $10 billion a quarter, so they're a big company. A lot of room to go back up there to 320. I would watch for the monthly dot for confirmation, but I think that's coming here in October for you. CLF, up in the red zone, not interested. We're selling that one. INJ looks good. Another, this is an Atom play, a Cosmos play. Looks good. Green dot on the monthly. We love that. We're just waiting for that parabolic move to the upside. Target on that's 24. Looks good. PEMDL, too close to the red zone. I'd like to sell that one at 6. If you want to buy it, wait for a green daily. Q. I mean, Soxel is in the red zone, right? So now we have to flip our stance to, okay, we need to start looking to think about taking profits. I think $40 is where it's going to top out. Probably 40 bucks. Okay, $40 be my target. Honestly, I would be taking some profits up here in this area. If it was me. Okay, because again, if I was buying this, I would have been buying down here. Okay, I would have been buying right here at 26. Guys, again, you're up. You are up 45%. So it's a great trade. I mean, that's just an unheard of return. You're not going to get that in real estate. It takes 10 years to make 45% on your real estate investment. You just made it in the matter of 30 days. Okay, so don't get greedy on Soxel. I think it's a good place to at least sell 25 to 50% of your position or the whole thing. Again, we just have a strategy, guys. We just have a strategy. If we sell up here in the red zone and it keeps going all the way up to 60, we shouldn't care. Because again, we were buying down here at $7 and we were buying right here in this area at 25. Again, we want to buy in the golden zones. We don't want to buy in the red zones. We want to look to take some off, sell some in the red zone. Okay? Soxel's target is 55. Great. That's great. Hopefully it gets there for you. Q. Another pharmaceutical company. Ugh, just looks like a rug pull. Penny stock. Target would be $2. AEG up in the red zone. Selling. OP is another name that I sold. I took profits on that. I decided to go with Pinlink. I like the 24% APY, and I like the potential upside for Pinlink way more than I do OP. Okay, I think Pinlink's got a lot more potential. Target on this one is still $2 though. There's not a lot of excitement around that OP stock anymore or crypto anymore. Here's AI. Needs the green monthly. DJT. DJT is another one I have a pretty big position on. It just needs the green monthly. I think that's coming here in October or November, one of the two. But target on that is still between 40 and 50 bucks on DJT. I'm still long. Right now, we're just going sideways again. Everybody's hating on DJT. Everyone says it's a garbage stock. The company's toast. Okay, you're talking about the most powerful man in the world, Donald Trump. It's his company. Okay, and he has some of the smartest people in the world working for him. So I don't think the stock is dead. I think it's just new. I think it's very new. And yeah, they're not profitable yet, but Amazon wasn't profitable the first year they got established either. Okay, these things take time to build and time to develop, and I think DJT will be trading between $40 and $50 here within the next 365 days. Still like it. Still long. Still very long. That monthly dot's going to be freaking awesome when it comes. That monthly. Oh, look how deep that wave is. Okay. Sorry, I'm eating an apple. When this blue wave is way down here, guys, this is a great time to be. Look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin 2023. This was 2 years ago. Okay, look at the price. $19,000. $19,000. DJT. Okay, that's 16. Okay, with the wave way down here. This means the stock is very overdone to the downside. Again, our strategy is to sell when the stochastic gets back up here, the white dotted line. So if we have to wait 1 to 6 months, even a year to get back up here to $80, so be it, dude. I'll take my 381% over however long it takes. Okay, I don't care. And I think it's a great company. What's going on with Tager? My brother. I wouldn't buy puts on Soxel. No, Lisa. I wouldn't. But I would be considering taking some off the table. Okay, this stock is still very strong. Okay, so I wouldn't short unless you have a red dot. A red dot is when you want to short names. Okay, you don't want to short a name that's green on the monthly, just like how you don't want to buy a name that's red on the monthly unless you have conviction that that dot is coming soon. Like with DJT, I think this dot is going to come within the next 1 to 2 months. I think it's going to be here in October or November or December. Okay, 1 to 3 months, I have a strong conviction that this dot is going to be on DJT's chart. So that dot might come when the stock is up here at $25. Okay, so I am anticipating it. You don't want to do that a lot of the time, okay, unless you really have conviction. I would not short Soxel right now. MRVL, that looks good. Okay, it's up here in the golden zone. Target on that would be 110 to 120. CLSK, This is another one we bought back here at $7. I took profit at like $14.80. So this was another 100% trade for the portfolio this year. I think I've had probably around 8 or 9 of these this year. I mean, it's been insane. And it's all from following the strategy, guys. I'm not a genius. I'm just reading the chart. I'm looking at what the data says. Okay, I'm just a normal person like you. Okay, that green monthly came right there at $7. Okay, this one back here came at 2. It went all the way up to 25. So I took profit on this red dot right here, somewhere around this red dot. Okay, because we're close to the red zone. The wave is way up here, so I'm taking profits. Again, I was down here at 7, so I don't care. Okay, if it keeps going, because I already made my 120%, I'm going to sell and I'm going to go find another trade where I feel comfortable buying. The closer it gets to the red zone, the more I want to sell, right? The more I feel I don't want to call it anxious, but the more I feel in what's the word I'm looking for? Convicted to sell. I don't know what the word I'm looking for is, but the closer we get, right, profit, and we go find another trade, like NVO. This is the trade I took today. Okay. It's way down here. It's given me the monthly signal today. Like we're getting in the day of the monthly signal. If you can do that, that's phenomenal. Okay, phenomenal. I'd rather buy NVO here than hold on to CLSK. And again, why is that, guys? Because again, if you measure the red zone from where we're sitting at on CLSK, you're talking about 18%. I told you, I can't get out of bed for 18%, guys. It doesn't excite me. Okay, but if I look at NVO, look at this. 131%. Okay, if it goes halfway to the red zone, that's 60%. If it goes a quarter of the way, right, that's 46%. A lot better than 18 or 19. So again, we're just using simple math here, guys. Simple math and some indicators. Inclined. Yes, that was the word I was looking for. CLSK could. CLSK could go to $100. Okay, but it could also go back down to 7. So again, we don't play on chance. We play on the data. We play on the logic. Okay, and I hope it goes to 20 if you're still holding it. But if you're in it, I would definitely put a stop loss at like 1250. At least put a stop loss at 1250, because if that breaks, the chart breaks. And again, it could go up to 20, 30, 40 bucks, guys. But again, the meat of the move, the trade was made down here. Okay, 120%. I'm taking that to the bank every single day. I'm not going to get greedy and hope for another 10 to 20%, because I already made 120. I hope that makes sense. Vader AI looks like a rug pull. TAI, ugh, ugly. True, that's got the green monthly. TrueFi looks interesting. I don't know too much about this project, but it does have the green monthly here. It was at 20 cents back in, looks like May. So I actually like it here. I'm actually going to add that one to our watch list. Good call out. Good call out here. Let's actually look that one up. So if you guys are a member of the Discord, you also get access to this research tool over here. Let me show you what this looks like. Come over here to the members area. Okay, I'm going to actually zoom out a little bit for you. So there's a research tool. So if I type in /info and then type in the ticker. So this one was true, TRU. And I got to find it here. There's a lot of trues. TrueFi. This was the crypto we're looking at. Okay, it actually tells you what it does. So it's a DeFi I'm not going to say that word. Lending protocol developed by the Trust Token team. Lenders can borrow cryptocurrencies with predictable loan rates without the need to pledge collaterals like Aave, Compound, and Venus. So that's actually a very interesting play. So it's only a $38 million market cap. So I like this one. I like True a lot. It looks very interesting. Very, very interesting. Again, it's back down here at support too. We bounced right here at 3 cents back in 2023 in September. That was 2 years ago. We went all the way up to 25. Okay, this thing was as high as 80. So I actually really like this name. And that wasn't even on my watch list. Is it tradable on Coinbase? Yeah, you can get it on Coinbase. So that looks really interesting. Mara looks good. So I'd rather own Mara here than CLSK. Okay, CLSK and Mara are both the same. They're Bitcoin mining companies. Okay, so CLSK is too close to the red zone. Mara has a lot more room to go. So I'd take Mara over CLSK here right now. Okay, with a target of $25 to $27. I like Mara here. PENGU, got the green dot there. Another meme project. Not a fan. Not a fan of the meme coins, guys. Just not. I'm sorry. But it does have a green dot today if you want to play it. Just make sure it holds onto that support right there at 0.026. ARB looks good. This one's also in my portfolio. Just holding on to this one. Looks good. Wait until that gets back up there to around 80 cents to take profits. Uniswap looks phenomenal. Okay, Uniswap looks really good here. Up above $7. I don't think that one breaks down below 7. It's got the monthly, it's got a red dot here on the monthly, so you know this is a very important support level, right? As long as we can hold on to 7, this looks very bullish. I would be a buyer of Uniswap here at these levels. Okay, I explained how to trade the red dots today on TikTok. If you guys want to go watch that video, the red dot is a potential reversal. Remember, it's the first of the month, so this dot can fade away by the end of the month. It'll fade away if price goes up. And you can see how price is pointing up over the daily. So if this thing can get back over like $8, this red dot should fade away. So this is a very important support level here at 7. I think that thing's going back to 14. One of the largest projects here on Ethereum. I am still very bullish on it, and I think it still looks very, very good. RZLV. Looks like an AI play. You had the opportunity to buy it right here at $2. It's sitting up here at 5 now. It's just too high. Just too high. Too close to the red zone. Not my favorite. Algo, on the other hand, looks really good. Again, any crypto down here right now that has some utility in the gold zone looks phenomenal. Again, back to the red zone on Algo is 100, and if it goes to the top, 112%. Okay, look at the monthly. Okay, the monthly's actually red right now. So, you need that thing to hold on to 20 cents. I'm not giving up on Algorand unless it breaks 20 cents. Put a stop loss at 19 and let that puppy ride. If it hits 19, sell it. Jeff says, Pudgy, only meme coin worth buying. I like Pepe. I'll take Pepe over Pudgy. PEGU was the ticker. NU. Stupid penguin. I hate penguins. Okay. Back to 4 cents. That's not very much, right? Pepe. That's like a 25% trade back to the top. Pepe, on the other hand, if it goes back to the top, 111%. I'll take Pepe over Mr. Penguin. ILV, another interesting looking cryptocurrency. You got to buy it down here. You got to buy it down here if you believe in the project. DNR. This is a real estate ETF. So I was talking about earlier. Cure, right? We're playing Cure. That's the healthcare ETF. Okay, healthcare ETF here. Hold on, I'm adjusting my chair here. Oh, yeah. 300 likes on the video by Friday, guys. I'll give away 100 XRP. So, if you guys want to smash the like, if you guys are watching the replay, let's get this thing to 300 likes. Let's hit the goal. We haven't hit 300 likes yet. We've gotten very close. I will gladly give away 100 XRP on Friday's live stream if we can get it to 300 likes. Just as long as XRP doesn't go to 10,000 by then, because I don't have that much. DNR, just like Cure, is a ETF. So I actually want to see, hold on, what stocks are in the DRN ETF. Let's see what stocks are in this. So DNR Holdings. So you could see Welltower. All these companies are real estate companies. So when you buy DRN, okay, it's a real estate ETF. Okay, it's a leveraged ETF, so there's a little more risk involved. But with our strategy, right, that could pay off. And it has a monthly dot showing up here, so I actually like this. I think the real estate sector is going to do very well over the next couple of years as rates continue to go down. At least I hope there's no crash or anything. It's got a long way to go back up here to 13. So I'd be a buyer of that. If you want to own it, I would buy it. At these levels, at $9. CNC, this one also is another healthcare company. Had the green dot there on the monthly show up today. That's another signal that fired off over here in our Overkill alerts. Over here inside of the monthly alert section. You could see CNC. Where'd that puppy go? Right here. Boom. CNC monthly dot. So again, healthcare stocks are looking great for our strategy. CNC, again, big sell-off. Beautiful. Green dot, we want to buy it. That one's on the favorites list as well today. And again, I'll be sharing this favorites list with you guys here after the stream, so stick around. Huma needs the green monthly. ORIS, penny stock. SOUN, Soundhound, it's making its way back up there to 24. Not my favorite, but if you want to buy it, look for the daily green dot. NVO, this one we already covered. Probably my favorite setup. I took this trade today. Okay, I took this trade today. Played some options. Looks good. Hey, can you guys still hear me? I'm getting a weird message. I'm getting a weird message on YouTube. If you guys still hear me, put something in the chat if you would. But MVO is my favorite setup for a stock today. I mean, it just looks phenomenal. ICP needs the monthly. I still think that one looks good at 4. MP, red dot on the monthly. Take your profits. Take your profits up here. Chainlink, again, curling here. It's curling up. You got the green dot a few days ago. Okay, looks like you guys can hear it. Cool. Sweet deal. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Boom. Up above 20, it looks good. Up above 20, it looks good. Good stop loss level for Link is 19. Again, we have nothing to worry about. How I'm playing Link is I'm waiting for the stochastic to get back up here closer to the white dotted line. I think that's going to happen in November or December. So, again, topped out right there last time. I think this one has a lot of room to go. I think we're going to get a move like this here into the end of the year. There's that true daily alert coming in. So, whoever requested true, this is my favorite request that I didn't have on the list yet, but it looks really good. And Link, I still like Link, even though you should have bought it back here at 10% ago. It's got a lot of room. A lot of room. And in my opinion, Chainlink is the strongest fundamental coin out of any coin. I like it better than Solana, Ethereum. Okay, the blockchain, the new financial system that's getting put into place doesn't work without Chainlink. So I've done a lot of research on that name, and it's my largest holding. And I think it's going a lot higher. Here's Trump, TRUMP. Still no data on the monthly. This was Trump's meme coin, so it's back down here to where we bounced back in April. You can see I had a big bounce from 7 up to 16. So it's back at that same level. If you want to buy it, I think $7 looks like a good place. I think I'd rather play his company coin here. That's World Liberty Financial, WLFI. But this is all these are associated with his stock DJT. So I personally am playing DJT and not Trump coin or World Liberty Financial. I think his stock is going to benefit the most from these names doing well. Again, that DJT stock is not just a social media app. It's also a crypto holding company. So it looks very interesting. Riz is the giveaway we're doing here today. This is another very new project. We're giving away 20,000 Riz here. So if you guys are not familiar with Riz, it is a very new AI project. You guys can do your fundamental research on it. But let's go ahead and do that giveaway right now. So Jeff, are you still in the chat? Looks like you're still in the chat. So let's go ahead and do this giveaway. So go ahead. Let's just do a random number picker. So here's how I'm going to do this giveaway, guys. Okay, so to enter our giveaways on Twitter, all you got to do is like, comment, and retweet. So we had 146 likes, 134 retweets, and 154 comments. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick a random number between 1 and 3. Okay, a random number between 1 and 3. Okay, and whoever wins is going to win the 20,000 Riz. Okay, so 1 is going to be a reply, 2 is going to be a retweet, and 3 is going to be a like. Okay, 3 is going to be a like. So let's go ahead and do that. We got 2. So we're going to be picking from the retweets. So we had 134. Let me refresh this just to make sure. Yep, 134. So I'm going to pick a random number between 1 and 134. 62, right in the middle, right in the freaking middle. So here we go. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62. 62 was the number, correct? Yep, 62. So ARMG is the winner. You won the 20,000 Riz giveaway. Direct message me to claim. P.S. I will not DM you first. Okay? You won. So congratulations to ARMG winning the 20,000 Riz. I still think that is a great new project. It is a very new project. Very, very new. It just came out in, it was February, I believe. So it's only been around for 8 months. So it's obviously a very new project. It's right back down here at support. That is another one that pays a very good APY on their website for staking it. So if you come over here to their website, you can see this is a very good, very professional website. This is not a meme coin. Okay, meme coin websites don't look like this. Okay, so they have a staking platform where you can stake your Riz. And you can see I have around 20 million currently staked. And I've earned around 19,063 in the last couple of days just by staking it. So they're paying 7%. So what I can do is I can claim this, and I'm going to give this away in our giveaway today. So I'm earning 7%, but I'm using a lot of it for giveaways just so you guys can participate and check it out, right? So what you could do is you can stake. So if I stake this right now, so you can see I have 242 in my wallet, I hit stake, and it's just like that pin link. Okay, just like pin link. Whoops. It's just like that pin link. So you can see if I hit stake here, boom. All I got to do is come to my wallet here, enter my password. Green eyes. Wow. Oh, I got my caps lock on. Boom. So if I hit stake, let me just refresh this. I've gone over this before. So I'm going to hit max here. Or I'm going to hit 242. I'm going to hit stake. And then I'm going to hit confirm. Okay, and I'm going to confirm that. And then that will go ahead and pull that up. And you can see it's staked. So you can see it's staked down here. And it's now earning APY. So when I want to claim my staked Riz, all I got to do is hit the claim button. Okay, and then all I got to do is hit confirm. And then that's going to go right into my wallet. Okay, you can see I successfully claimed it. So now if I go to my Phantom wallet, I scroll down and I can see the rivals that I just claimed in my wallet. So I will be giving away that 20,000 Riz here to ARMG. So congratulations, my brother, on winning. Just shoot me a message, shoot me an email or a message on Twitter. I will not message you first. So anyone messaging you saying you won is a scammer. I went ahead and just retweeted just to show everybody who won. Okay, ARMG right there. Congratulations on winning that. So go ahead and DM me or shoot me an email. Congratulations, brother. And again, if we can get this video to 300 likes, I'll give away 100 XRP, folks. 100 XRP giveaway to somebody in the Discord if we can get to 300 likes by Friday. So that's Riz. I still like it. Got the golden dot not too long ago, and it's down here at support. We got Lucid. Lucid just sold off. So this one's down here at 20. I think they had a stock split. Yeah, they did. So target on that's up there at 40. QSI, got a target of that between $3.50 and $4. And AIC here. AIC is sitting down here in the gold zone. That's got a target at 42 to 45 there. Zoom. Zoom's up in the red zone. We'd be looking to sell that one. FDX. FDX is also sitting right here at 240. Target on that's up there at 300. That one's still a buy. SES. Target on that is up there at 250. You should have been selling right here around September 25th. Yeah, I do the wrapped Riz sometimes. I do that at times. NATIX. That one's target's up there at 0.0017. Okay, that one looks good. Wormhole, up there to 25 cents, looks good. Myra, this one still looks good as well. SQQQ, this one's still selling off, so this is how we short tech. That one's got to move back up there to 50. Arlay, that one's got to move back up there to 8. Looks good. It's like we got the green monthly that was back there at around 250. That's up 100%. We got Cura. Cura is also green here on the monthly, and it has a target of around, looks like $20. ALTX, green on the monthly. Target on that is up there at 10 bucks. AXL, target on that is up there around 70. I got this one in the portfolio too. That one's still looking very good. We got Flow, FLO, needs the green monthly. MO, too high. That one's in the red zone. We're looking to take profit on that one. AR, FLR, this one looks good still. Okay, upward movement there. Up at 3 cents would be good. We got WLFI, 20 cents. I don't know, it's too new. Not a lot of data. Looking for the green daily on that one. I think 20 cents is solid for that one. Flux looks decent. We got Rose. We already covered this one. I like this one a lot, too. This one's going to go in the favorites list. We got Bill. A lot of room to go on this one, up to 90. Got the green dot there on the monthly. VLN. Target on that's up there around 630. Deft. Deft looks good. This one just needs the daily. Target on that would be up there at 4. Hive. Getting pretty close there. I'd look to sell this one on the next red daily. Okay, we're getting really close to that red zone there. BITF. That one's up there in the red zone as well. Sand. That one's got to move back to 60 to 70. Looks good if you still believe in the metaverse. I think the metaverse is kind of came and gone. I think there's some better names to own. MSTR. This one's red on the monthly, so we need the green. Monthly there. Looks good above 300. Nail still looks really good here as well. Green dot up above 69. A lot of room to go to 160. That's the home builder ETF. SoFi, we are short SoFi here. Okay, that thing's going down. It's also got the weekly red dot. So, again, we want to short. Again, I go over puts in our options course. So, you got the red dot right there. So, again, that looks like it's going to sell off here. So, we're short that name. If you guys want to learn how to short the market, just go check out that options course over here in the Discord. Right here in the options course right here. STZ. This one's very oversold. We're waiting for the monthly on STZ here. Spotify, red dot on the monthly. Not looking to chase that one. HSU needs the green monthly. Looks like a penny stock. And SOC, also red on the monthly. Need the green monthly. PTEN, also green on the monthly. Target on that's up there around $9. And that's it for today, folks. It's been what, almost 2 hours now, or going into 2 hours. So I'm not going to take any from the live chat today, guys. I got some errands I got to run here before the day's over. Sorry you didn't get to those, but for next week, guys, just get your chart requests in. Again, these are going to open up on Monday. We do this every single Wednesday. We will also be live on Friday going over the green list here. The green list, look at that, RSR up 22%. We're going to be going over the green list here on Friday. If we can get this video to 300 likes by then, I will gladly give away 100 XRP. So smash the like if you guys are watching the replay. Thanks for tuning into the live. We're live here Wednesday and Friday at 2 p.m. Pacific time. If you're not in the Discord, I don't know what you're doing. Get over here inside the Discord and take advantage of being part of the best community online today. God bless you all. I will see you guys on Friday. Hit me up in the Discord if you need anything. Peace.